What's going on, gamers of the world? This is Gamesstradamus bringing you some more Modern Warfare 2 footage. Today we have a team deathmatch on Afghan, and as you can see, I'm using my specialty go-to class. That would be the ACR Silenced with Scavengers, Stopping Power, Steady Aim, and Claymores. And lucky for me, we spawned on my favorite side of the map. Right over here, speaking of, that's a great place to put a claymore. Not only will some people miss that and run right through it and die, but if they don't, they'll have to go blow it up to go through it, especially because I like to float to the other side. So that's a good way to kind of keep your eye on both sides. And if I had, an extra claymore from Scavenger, I'd try to put it on one of the other two entrances to this back spot. But anyway, back to where I was sitting before there, that's a great vantage point right when the match starts to get to, because a lot of people will come through that little bunker and you can pick them off. But my strategy on this map is pretty much to get to this side over here. The cave in the middle is just, I don't know, it's just you're too blocked in. And the hill up there is great, but that's kind of open as well. I find that over here there's just a lot better cover. The poppy field is also a good place to hide in. So I like to float. What can I say? And this little vantage point here, where you come out and look up on that little cliff side, this is a great spot to look at from, because a lot of the snipers will immediately look at this window and just try to pick you off, and they have a better shot up there at getting at you. So by coming outside there, you can kind of get at them. And as you can see, I picked off that guy pretty far. You can also get that huge vantage point over there. This is just a great little window to float between. This is definitely my favorite map in the game by far. If it's not this, it's probably the airport map, terminal, I believe it's called. But Afghan is definitely my favorite. It's just kind of big and open and bright, so you can actually see what the hell's going on, which is always a plus. But, to each their own. I just like this map just because I like to keep people at a distance, and I find it's easier in this map than the other ones. The other ones can get a little claustrophobic, or there's just way too many angles at certain times to kind of hold down, especially when you don't have a team with you. Because I find a lot of times I get put on the most terrible team ever. In fact, I should make a video sometime of just the dumb shit that people do on my team. But we'll save that one for another day. Anyway, when there's not much action going on back in that little middle bunker spot, I tend to float over here sometimes. Either there or kind of where I believe I'm going to run to now, this other side. You can kind of further get into the where they're spawning on each side, because this map's just kind of one big circle with that big cave in the middle. So anyway, sitting back here, these poppy seeds are a great place to have cover. As you'll see, I'll go back to you shortly. Just wanted to pick off this guy really quick, and then just dodge some missiles. That guy probably should have damaged me severely, but I guess it's my lucky day. And somehow this guy slipped by me. But if you're sitting back here in the poppy plants, it's really hard to see you, unless they kind of know where you're at. But I've sat back here plenty of times, and as you saw, everyone just walks right by you. I'm also have a silence gun, which is always a huge plus. But this side's just quite a nice spot to sit in. And it's also a great spot to lay out chopper gunners like so, because no one can see you once you're laid down in those poppy plants. You kind of just disappeared. And this is also a great map for any of the kill streaks, just because it is open. Unless they're in that cave or in the back corner of one of those bunkers, they are pretty much screwed. And this team makes really no attempt to try to rocket launcher down my chopper, so I'm pretty much home free here. These are my favorite kind of teams to play against, when everyone's like, oh, well, somebody else will rocket down their chopper, right? And then no one has a rocket class, and that happens. which I've been in that situation before, and that is never fun, because this game is really a lot about spawn killing, which kind of sucks. But when you're doing it, it's quite entertaining, I must say. And as you can see, I just got my nuke. This is a nuke match. So lucky for me, that's on its way. See, I wanted to get it off now just because the game's getting so close to the end. I would have just waited if, you know, and wait till I got killed or it's really towards the end, but didn't want to risk it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that match. If you did, please subscribe to this channel and help it grow. Post comments, do whatever. Tell your friends, your grandma, your uncle, your girlfriends, bring them along. Anyway, see you later. Subscribe now for your chance to win a monkey.